This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Mintz.
Why do you want this? It was a question I was not expecting to be asked. I didn't want the gun. I needed it. It was to protect the ones that I loved. The answer was obvious. Protection, I said. From what? He asked. I turned to him for the first time. Up until that point, I had avoided eye contact, avoided the confirmation that I was an active participant in an illegal firearm purchase. Are you going to sell me the thing or not? I asked. Look, mister, you're a nice guy. You got the nice suit. I'm sure you've got the nice family at home. You don't need this in your life. This is not for you. Just call the police if you need help, he said. I realized I had not seen the weapon at all since I entered this stranger's car. I was beginning to think there might not be a weapon at all, and this was all just an elaborate trap. Do you have the weapon? I asked. He frowned. Do you have the money? He asked. I was keen to get what I came for and leave, but I was worried about the exposure the money would mean. That would be it. There would be no denying my involvement after I pulled the wads of bills out of my back pocket. They were fresh, uncrinkled, having been drawn from the ATM an hour earlier. They pressed awkwardly against my butt cheek. I reached behind and pulled them out. I handed them over to him. Looks like it's all there, he said to me. He reached into his own back pocket and removed the revolver from under his belt. He held the weapon in his hand to show it to me. Then he gripped the handle and pointed the barrel to my temple as he started to whisper in sinister fashion. Don't move, he said. I thought he was joking. I chuckled. That was a mistake. You think this is funny? He swung back his wrist and hit me with the barrel of the weapon over my forehead, the cold steel causing an instant concussion. I thought I was blind. The pain rushing to my temples, the headache unbearable, but then slowly wore off as I gathered my bearings to continue the robbery. I wanted to get out of the car, but I needed his permission first. I reached for the door handle. Where do you think you're going? He said. He clicked the locks from the central locking underneath the steering wheel. We ain't done here. I was breathing heavily, but I was coherent enough to ask a question. The only one I could think of. Can I please leave? No. We sat in the car in silence, not talking, listening to each other breathe heavily. You didn't answer my question. Why do you want this? He asked. I thought about the question and decided to be honest. My house was robbed. Yeah, so? While my family was asleep in it, I said. The sons of bitches frightened my children. Now they can't sleep at night. We all pile into the one bed. They wake up in a fit of screams. They're traumatized. I promised them I would do something, I said. I was pleading with him. My life depended on it. You don't get it, he said. Then he threw the freshly crinkled notes at my face. They did not break away, but maintained their shape. The fold landed in a heap on my lap. I looked down at my money. Take your money, he said. I turned my head for the first time since he drew the gun on me. I looked him in the eye. He had a familiarity to him that I couldn't quite place. He had a look of despair that settled around his eyes. It looked as if it had been sitting there for some time, like he wanted to cry but had run out of tears. You buying a gun is the stupidest idea you will ever have. It will cause an accident that will tear your whole family apart. Nothing returns to normal. Your family and everything you know is destroyed by this one decision. Do not do it. You hear me? You hear me? How do you know? I asked. He wasn't there when they broke down my front door and made my wife scream. He didn't see the look on my boy's face when they roamed his room and raided his soft toys while he sat in his bed, awakened by their movements, and sobbed all alone. I couldn't even hug him. I couldn't even protect him. I need this gun, I said sternly, the memories provoking an outrage in me. He grew angry and drew the weapon on me once more. You need to die too? Alone here in the front of a late 90s hatchback? He yelled. I raised my hands in surrender. Answer me, I nodded. He leaned forward with the barrel of the gun and pointed it close to my temple, pressing it against my skull. I squinted, waiting for the trigger to be pulled. They would rather live with the trauma than let you bring the gun into the house. Do you hear me? She dies because of your decision. This is the moment that changes everything, he screamed in a panic. I have gone over every element of every scenario, and it all boils down to this moment. This is the moment of our doom. This is the decision that ruins our lives, and I won't let you do it, he continued to yell. Say it. I won't do it, I said. I won't do what? He yelled. I won't buy the gun, I said. Ever, he said. Ever. Say I won't ever buy a gun, he screamed. I won't ever buy a gun, I yelled back. He moved the weapon away from my temple, and I looked over. He had pools of tears in his eyes. Get out, he said. He clicked the central lock underneath the steering wheel, and I opened the door and got out of the car and ran. I jogged all the way home. I was a 7-minute cab ride or a 17-minute run, and I chose the run. I needed to get away as swiftly as possible from the danger. I don't know if the dealer would follow me or not, but my heart was pounding away as if he would. I believed he was lurking in his hatchback behind every street corner, waiting for me to make the turn. I thought of my son. The kid in the car held a strange resemblance. They almost had the same eyes. The light was on in the hallway of the house, and I knocked hard, having left the key at the office. Jenny opened the door a minute later, and I brushed past her to close the door and lock it securely. What is it? She asked. Nothing, I said. I hugged her, an unexpected hug. She held me back.
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimmins.substack.com.